Now to our other big story. Today we've learned there were no smoke detectors inside the Little Village home when a fire broke out during a family sleepover.
8 children ranging in age from 3 months to 16 years old died. CBS 2's Vince Gerasole has learned there have been safety concerns at this home before.
The dead in the Little Village fire were all so young. 8 lives that never had a chance, say authorities, without smoke detectors in the home.
We lost 8 people to a fire, and that's unheard of in the city of Chicago. We haven't lost this many people, and I can't even count back to when we lost this many lives.
We learned city inspectors were inside the building in early June of this year, investigating tenant complaints about dangerous electrical concerns. But inspectors seem to have made no mention of missing smoke detectors.
In the inspections, they were never looked at, and probably because they came to look at just that inspection of what they were told.
Following the June visit, the city filed a lawsuit earlier this month against landlords Merced and Maria Gutierrez for dangerous and hazardous violations. They are an illegal extension cord feeding the rear of the building and faulty electrical grounding, shocking a basement tenant when touching a tub faucet. Is he your landlord? We visited the Gutierrez home just blocks from the fire. A man, identifying himself as Merced's son, said his father wasn't home and that he had no knowledge the fire even occurred. An examination of city records shows there have been 6 building code violation cases concerning the property since 2008. We also learned in August of 2015, city inspectors report they were unable to gain entry into the building and verify the presence of smoke detectors. A big question for the city now: have inspectors checked for smoke detectors in the 3 years since?
When we lose one life, it's too many lives.
Now, moments ago, we were finally able to get the following information from the city. The city told us that in October of 2015, inspectors accessed the building, citing owners for not having smoke detectors in the 2nd floor of the back house, and that is where the children died. Landlords eventually installed smoke detectors, but it's kind of unclear what happened to those detectors in the years since. The cause of the blaze is undetermined, but it appears to have broken out on a rear porch. In the newsroom, Vince Gerasole, CBS 2 News.
So they had the detectors, but they weren't working. That's terrible.
Well, actually, Rob, the detectors were installed, but there were no smoke detectors there at the time of this fire. So the big question is, what happened to those detectors over the years?
Yeah, big question indeed. Thanks, Vince.
While that home on Sacramento didn't have smoke detectors, here are some key safety tips to keep in mind for your home. The Red Cross recommends installing smoke alarms on every level of your home, both inside and outside of your bedrooms. Test those smoke alarms every month. If they aren't working, change the batteries. And it's important to replace your alarms every 10 years because they become less sensitive to smoke over time.